Hello and welcome back to the Blank Canvas Cafe. Today we have a wonderful guest on our show, Miss Mariel Capistran.
Thank you for having me.
It's lovely to have you here. Miss Mariel is the barista at our cafe, and today she's going to show us how to use the Barista Machine and make some delicious drinks.
Yes, of course. So this really is the star of the show. Just so you know, our Espresso machine is compartmentalized of a hot steaming wand, which steams milk.
Okay.
A portafilter area, which pulls espresso, and those are a few things that you need to know to get started to make a latte.
Yeah, this is a beautiful machine. It looks like a brand new car.
Right?
Okay, so what are we going to make today, Mariel?
So today we'll be making a latte.
Lattes are my favorite.
Yay!
So I have wondered what goes into a latte.
Usually lattes are about 8 to 12 ounces, 2 of those ounces being hot espresso and the rest steamed milk.
Okay, good to know. I think the espresso is my favorite part. So, well, there's nothing more to it but to do it. So let's make a latte together. Where do we start?
So first you want to make sure that your fridge is 40 or below degrees to keep your milk cool. And before pouring your milk, you want to make sure that it's labeled appropriately and to make sure that the sell-by date hasn't passed. So we're good on that.
So don't want to use expired milk on this latte.
Exactly. Unless you want a curdly latte. Next, we're going to go ahead and measure our milk, which our lovely pitcher has a measurement tool inside in there.
Yeah, okay, cool.
So let's go ahead and do that. I like to usually fill it up about an inch below the lip.
Okay.
Which starts at here.
The line, gotcha.
Yes. Next, we want to keep our milk cool, so we put that back.
Sure.
We grab our portafilter, run some hot water.
Oh. So kind of make sure it's clean before you start.
It's clean and nice and dry. Next, what we'll do is go to our grinder, and our grinder, the number of pulls that you do measures the espresso shots that you want desired. So 1 pull is 1 shot, 2 pulls is 2 shots.
2 pulls is 2 shots, okay. So how many pulls go into it? How many shots of espresso go into a latte?
2.
2, okay. Okay, so you've got your amount of espresso there, and then what's in your hand?
So in my hand, we have a tamp.
Okay.
This tamp will securely press down the espresso to be cooked evenly.
Oh, okay. So how hard do you push on that?
So let's just shake this guy a little bit, and we push about the weight of the tamp is enough, and we just make sure that it's level.
Yeah, nice and flat. That looks lovely.
Thank you.
Okay.
So securely tight the portafilter, lock it in.
And then you've got the mug, just the mug right under there. Okay,
yes.
Cool.
These preset buttons already know how much water to pull through. So before you steam, you want to release the condensation from those steam wands and gauge that. Grabbing the rubber, you want to put that in and confidently pull. You can measure the temperature with your fingers or with a thermometer, which we will.
Okay. I see the milk is spinning around and around in there. And we want the temperature on our thermometer to hit 140 degrees.
Since we already steamed our milk earlier, you will see that there's a nice micro sheen on the edge of the cup, and that's what you want to look for in milk. Next, we'll go ahead and just pour it. And voila, a latte.
Is that for me?
Yes, it is. Enjoy. Hey guys, next we will be going over how to make an iced latte. The process is a little bit different. We won't be steaming milk. We will be using cold milk and cold products. So we want to get about a scoop full of ice. Fill it up about this much. Maybe add a little bit more. So once that's in there, we'll use one of our milk pitchers to measure out the milk so that the espresso doesn't burn through the plastic. So you just want to measure about the same amount that goes in a latte. And let's go ahead and pull our shot. Using these two guys, we can measure, or with the clear ones, which have measuring lines, pull those shots. Next, immediately pour the shots into the milk and give that guy a little swirl. And voila, an iced latte. So after you're done using the espresso machine, there's a lot of things to take into consideration, like the next person that's going to use it or the next drink that will be made. Once you're done using the espresso machine, you do want to clean the portafilter. That will keep the espresso tasting delicious and lengthen the longevity of our machine. Also, we want to give our wand a nice steam clean after we steam our milk. Voila. So we just went over how to make a latte and an iced latte. Mm-hmm. We also learned how to use our espresso machine and clean it up for somebody else to use. Thank you so much, guys, for being here today.
Thank you, Mariel. I couldn't have this lovely latte without you.
Thank you.
That's for sure. And these are delicious. Well, thank you so much for joining us again. It's wonderful to have you watching. And don't forget, we love to see you
at the Blank Canvas Cafe.
See you next time.